because I can't see my mouth, but that's okay. All right, so listen, it's a little hard for me to bring up, and like I was starting to say, this does not affect the fair. We are having our second annual, it is you. Damn it all. I didn't realize that was you. Okay, nobody knows what I'm talking about, so I'm going to move on for now. Damn! I don't know why I thought it was somebody else. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Move. Um, we are not staying. Um, we're not staying at our current address. And it's not by choice. It's by fate. Things and um, as much as sometimes when we focus on one thing that, and I'm going to move these comments to the side for a minute because I don't want to get sidetracked, but sometimes when we focus very hard on something that we want and it doesn't happen, it's not because of anything bad. As a matter of fact, it's usually because something better is there. And I really believed that this was meant to be our place. It is what I believe to be the perfect setup for our organization, the location, everything. However, I also have been saying that if it was not meant to be, it would be very difficult to believe, and it is. But I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a better reason. Even if we don't, even if we don't know why it's happening just yet, it will reveal itself. We will see why. We will see when, and everything will be better. We are not stopping. We are not. Oops, sorry. We are not disbanding or anything like that. It's nothing like that. But we are not. We're going to have to change our address on everything we have. It's a pain in the ass when you move a business. However, once again, what seems like something really yucky, for a better lack of words, can be better and is better. And so, that said, I'm really sorry because I'm still kind of grieving over the property thing. We have a radio show in Las Vegas that we have been asked to be on November 28th. So I will be on there. We will be talking about investors. We're still looking for investors. Nothing else has changed, okay? Nothing else has changed. We still have our EALA program, which is our Equine Assisted Life Agility program. As a matter of fact, we've got some really amazing things happening, and I can't really disclose what they are yet, but it's still working with the kids in more depth, and we are in the middle of I believe, I don't know if it's a definite. I think it is with everything they're asking from us, but we're in the middle of receiving some funding. We've been giving them all the information they've been asking for, so I believe it's a go. I don't, but they don't tell you that to the end, and they don't tell you how much. It's not that kind of grant. It's for an up to a certain amount, and they release funding to you, and then you know how much. So we're really grateful for that. We're very grateful for that, and that has ground. We are looking for property in Walnut Creek. We're not moving from Walnut Creek. Okay, we will still be here, unless I'm not supposed to be here. But this is where our focus is. This is where all of our wonderful things have happened for us. We've had a few hiccups here, but overall, it's been an incredible move to this part of the area, and we've had such support come out for us and show up and offer to help, because the amount of time we have to move is not a lot. It's not a lot at all. We are not canceling the fair. I'm going to keep saying that because we're not. However, we are also scampering to find a new place here in the Walnut Creek area. Um, with everything else going on, we've had some people step up and offer to help foster a couple of our horses. And the emotion that you see is because it touches my heart to know that people care that much, that they don't like seeing us pushed off the way we are. And so that feels good. It's kind of happy tears there. But where was I going with that? It's also the sadness of the possibility of having to break up our kids. Now, a lot of people don't, oh my God, you're being overreactive. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think I'm overreacting. I love these horses. They give so much of themselves. They give so much love back to the kids and back to me and to each other. And they're a herd, and they live in a herd situation. So the idea of putting them in stalls does not thrill me. But we will do what we have to do to keep the family together. The Caring Hearts for Horses family will not break apart. We will not stay apart. We will stay together. Period. I've had, and a lot of you that have watched this for a long time, I've had sticks and stones and boulders and earth movers and everything else thrown at me, and I'm sure they'll keep coming because haters love to hate, and I don't care anymore. I don't care what they think because they're not important. They're sad little people who like to pick on others, and I don't have time for bullies in my life anymore. So we're focusing on all the beautiful things, and what we're looking for right now. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for property, but we're looking for it in the Walnut Creek area. If we have to look for, oh dear God, another rental for just the next 6 months to a year that can house the horses and obviously myself, then that's what we will do. But the plan is to purchase. We have many avenues we're looking at right now, and we're working on with a few people that are helping us get everything together that we need to get our ducks in a row so that we can purchase ourselves. It's not something I wanted to do. However, I think with everything that's happened, with all these crazy people I keep attracting, that are just so miserable in life, they don't want to see anybody succeed if they don't. And so I'm tired of dealing with people like that. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to purchase for Caring Hearts for Horses. It's the only way we're going to be able to get rid of people that, in a state where renters, people say, oh, you have rights. You really don't have a lot of rights there, bud. And if you guys don't believe me, you need to look it up, okay? I'm not going to go through it. I'm not an attorney, and I'm not going to explain it. However, look it up and do your due diligence, and don't go by what you've seen somebody else go through, because you really don't know the details of what their situation were. Maybe you do, but not everybody gets the same amount of time. We don't have the rights that we should have, period. And it's not a money issue, guys. I'm going to put that out there right now. It's not a money issue. It's the first time I've never had to leave a place because of having money. Yeah. I find that kind of cynically funny. So, yeah, it's not because of late rent or any of the typical stuff. Sorry. It's not because of typical stuff. We knew it would be going up for sale. That's not an issue for us. We were hoping that we would be able to find somebody to purchase the place. The problem has been that they are asking too much money. Now, there are those, a very, very minor few, that are saying that they're not. They want $135,000 for the acreage that we are on. Now, it's an acre and a little under an acre and a half in the front. It is all fenced in.
2 acres
If
in
you
the
have
back.
money to sink into this place, it's great for you. I wouldn't pay 135,000 for it. I'm sorry. I don't know an investor that would. Um, and the comps that I had a realtor pull up comps, and the comps totaled out, which you may want to have somebody, if you're interested, have a realtor pull comps for you if it's worth going after. Um, for you, it may be. I'm not staying here. I think it's a very negative, it's got some negative energy to it. The house burned down 10 years ago. That's not a big deal, but just a lot of different things. The foundation is going to have to be brought up in certain places because the plumbing is broken underneath. The real does not want me saying that to people. I don't care. It's public knowledge. I'm not downing it. I'm just telling you the challenges that we were willing to take on. We work with one water faucet, and we've been willing to do that. I got hoses going everywhere. So that's going to have to be fixed, and you're going to have to break up the foundation to do that. Um, I don't know how old the septic is or when the last time it was drained. I have no idea on that. Not all of these panels that you see here are staying. I want to make that very clear on video. I brought panels with me, and Donna Eisenhower can guarantee that. She can voice that because a lot of them belong to her. so let's clarify that right now. There's supposed to be for sale signs up on this place, and I'm not seeing any yet. I don't know why. I've already talked to the realtor. She was here, and it's not the listing agent. It's another lady in the same office. I don't know why I haven't seen any signs, but they don't have them up. I don't know why, but it is for sale. The reason that we've been asked to leave is so that they can have ease of showing the place, because they wanted to put a lockbox on here with my keys and come on property anytime, at any time. And I said no. And that's why. That's the bottom line. That's it. They want ease of showing it, and they want me gone. They want me off property as soon as possible. So it's not affecting the fair. I'm going to keep saying that. It's not affecting the fair. We are having our fair. And here to make you guys feel better. Okay, look, worst case scenario, and I've already gotten an okay for this, it'll be right next door or right in front. So we're not canceling the fair, okay, guys? It's not happening. There's no need for it at all. There's no hostility going on. It it just, yeah. Hi, Cecile. I haven't told you yet. We're moving. I'll talk to you later. So we are still looking for investors, but we are looking for investors for places. There's places here for sale with an acre. Now, an acre is not going to be enough for us. We have to have 2 because of the 6 horses. So, and there's plenty of that. I found a couple of pieces here. We're looking at doing a land home package. What else? So that we can get the exact setup that we want. We're working on that, but that's not an overnight. That's not going to happen in a couple of weeks. It's just not going to happen. So that's why we're looking for an alternative until then, until we can do that. There's no hostility going on. There's none of that. So nobody has to worry about any of that. However, I wasn't going to give them my keys with horses on property, with animals on property, and with me sleeping during the daytime. It's not going to happen. I have no problem making arrangements with them. We've already discussed it. In case you guys want to come see the place and make an arrangement to come see it, for God's sake, do it. Absolutely do it. We were hoping somebody would come by and, hey, if they didn't want to build overnight, maybe we can make arrangements with them until we can get our ducks in a row to buy our property and put our things on, because it takes time. It all takes a little bit of time there. So I don't think that's going to happen. The owners really don't want any part of anything but us getting the hell off the property so they can do what they want, because they think they're going to sell it overnight. And for their sakes, I hope they do. But $135,000 for 2 outbuildings, and just with everything, the comps that were pulled on it they maxed at less than 65,000. So I don't think they're going to get it. But then again, if you're interested, come look. I'll show you the place. It's, it has tons of potential. Without a doubt, it has tons of potential, but it's just not the place for us, or things would have gone differently. So I've said it. I'm done saying it. If you missed it, you'll have to go back. Or I'll put a message together to send out to everybody, but that's what's going on. We're moving. We're having to move. We're looking for places. We don't have a place in mind. We've got a couple people that are willing to foster horses for it, which means, but I've got to feed, which means I'm going to be bouncing all over the place and working full time and putting on an event, and it's very overwhelming. So we're looking for a rental right now. Again, God, until we can buy property in a place. Now, if you know of anybody that's willing to invest and sell it back to us, and we'll buy it from them, fine, great, awesome. That's what we're going to put out there on the air on the 28th for I can't remember what it's called. It's three guys. They have a talk show in Las Vegas. We're also definitely going to News Channel 3. I'm going to be going there and letting them know what's going on and how things are working. So the fair is on. Okay, if you haven't watched any of the little snippets, you can watch the little snippets. But look, it's free entrance. It's a gingerbread contest. It's for the kids on Saturday and